You already know something is off. You can't explain it. You can't prove it. But somewhere deep down, you feel it. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what that feeling is trying to tell you. There's a difference between someone who loves you and someone who keeps you around. And the scary part, they can look exactly the same from the outside. Same texts, same dates, same "I miss you." But one of them would drop everything for you, and the other one would drop you the moment something better came along. The worst part isn't being someone's option. The worst part is not knowing. Spending months, sometimes years, giving everything you have to someone who was never fully in. Here are the 4 signs that you're the option, not the priority. Sign number 1, they're only consistent when it's convenient for them. When things are easy, when they're bored, when nobody else is available. There they are. Texting you good morning, making plans, saying all the right things. And it feels good. It feels like, finally, things are getting better. Like maybe this time is different. Like maybe they're finally choosing you. But the moment life gets busy, the moment someone more exciting shows up, the moment they don't need you anymore, you go quiet on their end. And you sit there wondering what you did wrong. Going over every conversation, every text, every moment. Trying to find the thing that made them pull away. But here's the truth. You didn't do anything wrong. You were just never the first choice. You were the plan B, the option they came back to when everything else fell through. And I need you to hear this. Nobody who truly wants you makes you feel like a backup. Nobody who chooses you makes you question if you're chosen. You have to wonder. You already have your answer. Sign number 2. You always feel like you're chasing. You're the one who texts first. You're the one who makes plans. You're the one who shows up every single time without fail. And you tell yourself, maybe they're just busy. Maybe they show love differently. Maybe if you just give them a little more time, a little more space, a little more patience, they'll finally meet you halfway. But here's what nobody wants to say out loud. We make time for what matters to us. Always. No exceptions. We text back the people we think about. We show up for the ones we don't want to lose. We move mountains for the people we can't imagine losing. So if you're always the one reaching out, if you're always the one trying, the question isn't why are they so busy? The question is why don't they make time for you? And that's a question only they can answer. But their actions already did. A long time ago. You just didn't want to believe it. Stop for a second. Think about the last time they reached out first. Really think. That feeling you just had? That's your answer. Sign number 3, they show up just enough to keep you there. This is the most dangerous sign of all. Because it doesn't look like neglect. It doesn't look like anything obvious. It looks like almost love. It's the text they send right when you're about to give up. The one perfect moment after weeks of silence. The "I miss you" that comes exactly when you needed to hear it most. And suddenly you're back. Hopeful again, telling yourself maybe things are changing. Maybe they finally realize what they have. Maybe this is the turning point, but it's not a turning point. It's a pattern. They know exactly how much to give you to make sure you don't leave. Not enough to really be there. Not enough to make you feel secure. Just enough to keep you waiting. Just enough to keep you hoping. And the cruelest part? You keep going back because those small moments feel so real. Because when they're good, they're so good. And you hold on to that. You tell yourself those moments are who they really are. But someone who really loves you doesn't give you crumbs and call it a meal. You deserve the whole thing. Every single day. Sign number 4. You've started to question your own worth. This one is the hardest to admit. Because it didn't happen overnight. It was slow. So slow you didn't even notice it happening. You used to know what you deserved. You used to have standards. You used to walk away from things that didn't feel right without looking back. But somewhere along the way, being with them taught you to accept less. And now you find yourself grateful for the bare minimum. A text back. A plan that didn't get canceled. A moment of actual attention. And you call that a good day. That breaks my heart. Because you forgot what it feels like to be chosen. Really chosen. Without having to ask for it. Without having to earn it. Without having to wonder if it's real. You didn't lose your worth. You just spent too long around someone who couldn't see it. And when someone can't see your worth, that says everything about them and nothing about you. You are not too much. You are not hard to love. You are not asking for too much. You just asked the wrong person. So what do you do with all of this? You don't have to make a decision today, but I want you to do one thing. Stop explaining away the feeling. Stop minimizing what you know. Stop shrinking yourself for someone who was never fully there. Because here's what I know about you. You wouldn't be watching this if everything was fine. You deserve someone who chooses you. If this hit you somewhere deep, save it. Come back to it when you need a reminder. And if you know someone who needs to hear this tonight, send it to them. I'll see you in the next one.